Hello students, as in the last lecture we have studied the meaning of a secretary. Since we will revise within one or 2 minutes with the meaning of the secretary. As secretary in the Latin language, it is known as what? Secretarius. It means what? A confidential writer or officer on whom the secret are entrusted by the employer. It means an employee can keep all his secrets with the person who is known as what? Secretary. Then in the Roman Empire it is known as what? Scribe. It means a professional letter writer or the person who maintains the confidential record is known as what? Secretary. And in our Indian history it is known as what? Amatyas or Sachiv or Chitnis. The meaning is a person who does his secretarial work. So overall we can say that the secretary has an important place or important position in the organization, or an secretary is a person who holds all the secret or confidential information of the employer. Now in today's lecture we will learn the features of the secretary. See in our textbook page number 3, the chart is, or it is given in the beautifully, that features of a secretary: individual, duties, qualification, appointment, paid employee, confidential officer, representative, and qualities. Now we will learn one by one. First one is individual. What is the meaning is individual? Individual, it means what? A single person. It means what? A secretary must be a individual. It means what? Only a single person, only an individual alone can be appointed as a secretary, right? A firm, an institution, or a corporate body cannot be appointed as a secretary. A secretary has to be an individual as per the provision of the company law, and also due to the skills required to fulfill the duties and responsibility towards the employers. It means what? If suppose it as an institution, a institution cannot be appointed as a secretary, or a corporate body also cannot be appointed as secretary. A secretary must be an individual person, and he must be as per the provision of the company law, right? It is said by whom? It is said by the company law. And again, the person who is appointed as a secretary must possess the skill which is required to fulfill the duties and the responsibility of which is given by the employer. Now second feature says as duties. Now what is the duties? A secretary has to perform all the duties. Now which is the all duties? It means he has to perform the day-to-day activities. Again he has to secretary has to perform the administrative duties also, right? Now administrative duties, it means duties regard, it is to write a correspondence. It means writing a letter informing to others regarding whatever is the information required from the company, inquiries from the clients, right? Again secretary has to conduct the meeting, maintain the reports and maintaining the records, and then provide the information, right? As performing the administrative duties, the secretary also has to fulfill the day-to-day routine duties. Now what is the day-to-day routine duties which is given by the employer or the organization, such as the clerical work, recording, fixing appointment, giving reminders, replying to the other employees' queries, and these duties is changes according to the nature of the work of the organization or the employer, right? Now as a today's world, the secretary has to perform the some legal correspondence also, all this legal compliances also. It means what? The secretary has to perform A to Z duties which is given by the organization or which is given by the employer. He has to perform the day-to-day activities also. Secretary has to perform the administrative duty also, and secretary has to perform the legal compliances also. Now third feature gives is qualification. Now what qualification? The person who is appointed as a secretary must possess certain qualities and qualification, right, which is given by the Companies Act 2013. Now what is the Companies Act 2013? Companies Act is an act. According to that, all the companies, all the organization has to run, right? they has to follow all the provisions, all the rules and all the regulations given by the Companies Act. So according to the Companies Act 2013, the person who is appointed as a secretary must possess certain prescribed qualifications, right? Then a secretary of a government department needs to have the qualification as per the government rules and regulation. Now fourth features is regarding the appointment. Who can appoint a secretary? An individual can appoint a secretary. Now who is the individual? Suppose a doctor is there, as a well known doctor is there, can appoint his personal secretary. Then suppose a well known lawyer is there, he can appoint his secretary. A CA, a chartered accountant is there, that chartered accountant can appoint his personal CA. Then they are all professional, all a big rich man is there, businessman is there, he can appoint his personal secretary. Society, corporation, government, public organization, joint stock companies, all can appoint the secretary. So the secretary can be a personal or institutional secretary, right? Suppose a lawyer is appointing a secretary, then he is known as what? Personal secretary. Suppose a business organization is appointing, a company is appointing secretary, then he is known as what? Institutional secretary. Next picture is paid employee. Now secretary is a paid employee of the institution or paid employee of the organization or the employer. Now what is a paid employee? It means the secretary is getting the salary from the organization or getting an honorarium. Now what is the honorarium? A honorarium is a fee or a payment given to a professional person for service rendered. It means that when you are visiting the doctor for medicine, that time you are giving the medical fees, right? That time you are giving the fees for getting the medicine or getting the checkup by the doctors, right? Same way, a person who is a secretary, who is possessing that qualities of the secretary, who is having the secretary, if he is giving the service, his special professional service, then he is getting what? Honorarium, right? The secretary is a paid employee, yet the secretary holds an important position in the organization. Now next important feature is confidential officer. Why the secretary is known as a confidential officer? Because all the secrets of the organization, all secrets of the employer is only with the secretary. He is the custodian of a secret and confidential information of the organization, as the secretary is closely connected to the top management and can be involved in policy decision. So the secretary is a confidential officer for the individual or for the organization. He is knowing, he is the custodian for the secret information. He holds the important position in the organization. Again, secretary act as a representative of the organization. Why the secretary act as a representative of the organization? Because he is the custodian of the secret and confidential information, right? He is knowing all the information regarding the organization. As the secretary are two types, that is personal and institution. The secretary which is appointed by the individual person is known as what? Personal secretaries. We can given the example like a secretary appointed by a chartered accountant, secretary appointed by a lawyer, secretary appointed by the doctor. They are known as what? Personal secretary. Again, the institutional secretary, you can say that a secretary is appointed by the cooperative society. He is known as what? Institutional secretary. Secretary appointed by the joint stock company, again he is as the secretary of institutional secretary. So this institutional secretary is appointed by whom? Societies, companies, government departments, then and represent their organization. Now last feature, you can say that the qualities. Now what is the qualities? The person who is holding the position of secretary must possess the certain qualities. Why? Because he is the custodian of a confidential information, right? And he has to perform his secretarial duties smoothly. To perform that secretarial duties smoothly, a secretary must possess certain qualities. Now, what are these qualities? The qualities like concentration, intelligence, tact, loyalty, cooperation, courtesy, leadership, orderness, and knowledge seeker, right? Knowledge seeker assist in smooth and efficient working of the organization. Now, concentration on the work, concentration regarding the benefit, which is concentration regarding the giving benefit to the organization, intelligent to handle the situation, loyalty towards the organization, cooperation to the in the organization. He must have the quality of leadership to make the others to work for the organization. Then courtesy, to know what are the exact decision to be taken to get the benefit to the organization, to get the benefit to the employer. So all these qualities we will study deeply afterwards in the same chapters. Now all these are the features of the secretary. So students, just go through it.